Hey guys, it's Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. Happy Monday to you. I just want to let you guys know if you're struggling with alcohol and drugs, and it doesn't matter what drug you're struggling with, it is possible for anybody to get completely clean and sober off everything. And to cold turkey anything. Now, if you're on alcohol and you've been drinking for many years, or you get the DTs, or you're on Xanax, is another drug that could kill you, detoxing. Alcohol, Xanax, it'll kill you on the detox if you're doing a lot of it and you just quit cold turkey. You should absolutely do that under doctor's orders, or under a doctor's supervision. Other drugs like meth, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl. You might feel like you're dying, but you're not going to die if you cold turkey the drug, if you just get off. And I would suggest meetings. Going to, looking on Google and saying, hey, NA meeting near my location. And there's going to be a ton of them. If you're in a major, especially if you're in a major city. If you're in the outskirts of town or something, you might have to drive a little bit, but you're gonna be surrounded by people that have gone down the path that you're on, and that have recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. I was deemed completely hopeless by anybody who knew me. I was using needles every day, and I had just given up, and I thought God gave up on me. Being in the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, I was directed to work 12 steps, and my dependence had to shift. They taught me had to shift from being on alcohol and drugs, and my drug of choice, and had to shift to a dependence on a power greater than myself. Which is a tough thing to swallow sometimes, especially when you're new. But use the people in the program to help you. I believe the most courageous thing that you could do, and the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself, is go into a meeting and raise your hand and say, I'm fucked and I need help. My name is such and such, I am fucked and I need help. Please help. And you watch the people that come up to you after the meeting, get their phone numbers, use them. It's a very odd thing to do, especially being new, and not knowing people, and we're frightened. You'll find a new freedom, a new way of life. It's the path that I took. There's different paths to take. That's the path I took, and it seems to be working well for me. And then the other thing is, realize that you have a disease of addiction, and it's deemed a disease by the medical society. Books and books and books have been written about it by doctors, by therapists, by psychiatrists, psychologists, and it's a tough disease. But if you realize that you have a disease, like the disease of cancer, and you have this disease, and you'll have it the rest of your life, and what you have to do is maintain a spiritual fitness to arrest that disease or put it into remission, and you can live a free life, free of drugs and alcohol. Your dependence doesn't come upon a drug anymore. Your dependence isn't upon a pharmacy being open. Your dependence comes upon a power greater than yourself. and the fellowship in the program and the 12 steps. And in doing these 12 steps, we learn to be less selfish, less self-centered, and we learn to help others. And that's the greatest joy of the program for me, is to have somebody say, hey, I need some help, and you help them, and you maybe work some steps with them, and then you watch them recover. That's the greatest gift of the program right there. That's recovery. It's cyclical. You're watching and you're helping other people recover around you. And it's a great movement. It's a great program. It saved my life. And I've developed a relationship, and I'm still developing a relationship. Mine is very limited to my understanding of a higher power. But I know that when I pray to that higher power, when I ask that higher power for help or strength, it's always there. It's always there. So that's my take on my program, and like I said, if you're suffering from drug and alcohol addiction, it's possible for anybody to get this thing. It's very simple. Just got to do a little work for it.